Katie did a thing. Katie being me, talking in the third person. Not sure why I'm talking in the third person. Anyway, I did a thing, and I probably shouldn't have. But I bought the Sketchbox Holiday Box. I've actually really liked all the Sketchbox I've gotten. Sketchboxes. And so I figure they're doing a holiday box. It's expensive. Is it worth it? I guess we're about to find out. So yeah, I got this the other day. I've not opened it. I literally just cut open the tape like 5 seconds before I hit record, and I'm really excited to see what's in it and to see if it's worth it. This box retail, or not retail, but like what I paid for it, it's $70, $69.99 for those counting pennies. And I don't remember what the shipping was, but it made it almost 80. It was like 76 US dollars and change. Let's open it up and be excited. I am excited. And I also really like this box. Alright, okay. Okay. So, just like the regular Sketchbox, we are greeted with Sketchbox paper, tissue paper, and it's cute. So I'm happy about that. Let's dive right in. First things first, we have Sketchbox Holiday 2020, looking for inspiration. And then there's a link to go. I guess they're gonna have a video on how to use the supplies. Oh, and all the supplies are on the other side of this. We're keeping that a secret. First thing is this is a Molotow liquid chrome marker. I actually have one of these, so, I don't even really want to open this. I'm not even going to break the seal of this one. What is the tip size? It is a 2mm pump marker, so it has a 2mm tip. I'm not going to be opening it because I have one literally right here. Is this one the 2mm? Oh no, this one's the 1mm, so it'll be a little bit bigger than this one. But anyway, I don't want to open this up because I am probably just going to throw it in one of my art supply boxes over on my shop. I do like mystery art supply boxes for things that I have duplicates of, and I don't really need a bunch of these, and it'll be brand new, even sealed still, but that is still pretty cool. I'll be using mine for the illustration. Next up, we have a paintbrush. This is a, you know what, why do I always try to show it to you in the plastic? Just open it up, Katie. This is a Silver Silk 88 Chisel Blender, size 4. It's actually a really nice paintbrush. So, and it's got this lovely purple handle. It kind of looks blue on the camera, but it is a really, really pretty purple. Then we've got, what are you? Faber Castell Pit Artist Pen in gold. Very nice. I think the last one of these, I thought it was a pump marker, and so I pushed it in and I ruined it. So let's not do that again. Then, oh, we got two things. I'm going to grab one. We have a Koh-i-Noor Hard Matte Polycolor, and this seems to be in black. It is indeed. It's just, I think it's a colored pencil, so that's pretty nice. And this is one in white, the same thing, just in white. Then we have a cute little Sketchbox sticker. I really like this sticker, it's cute. We have a Sketchbox signature brush marker. I've never used these, so that's pretty exciting. And mine comes in E17 Praline. It's got a chisel and a brush. We've got a Faber Castell Pit Artist Pen in silver, just like that gold one. We have a Copic marker in E18, and from the looks of it, I do not have E18, so I'm always excited to have another Copic marker that I don't already have. We've got a Marabou Aqua Pen Graphics. It has two tips here, so it's got a fine bullet tip, a brush tip. This is a water-based marker, and it is in this like tealy color. It's kind of like the branding that they've been doing on the holiday box. We then have a Koh-i-Noor Technograph. Whoa, what is this contraption? Look at that! It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. That's kind of cool. What is, oh, it's like a drafting pencil or whatever they're called. It's got like one of these like sticks of lead. I should have guessed that. But that's super cool. Okay. Something that was kind of unusual. Ooh, I didn't see this. We have got a oh my gosh. We've got a grammar to friend, but you don't know how to use it. I have a Higgins Copper acrylic ink here. Didn't know Higgins made acrylic ink. It also looks like they rebranded a little bit. But yeah, it's shiny. Or at least it's supposed to be shiny. Okay. One thing I kind of knew about, but I don't know the colors that are in it. This is a Kaatydid watercolor set. This is the Iridori Kabako, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Includes all the essential 3 items to make a picture in a compact washi paper box. Ideal for sketch, illustration, and more. And this custom set was curated by Sketchbox. So it includes rose beige, gray, turquoise green, deep blue gray, deep horizon blue, and maroon. Let's open this up and actually find out what is inside 100%. Not gonna lie, this box on its own is just absolutely stunning. Alright, you open it up and we have the colors here. It also comes with a water brush. And it comes with a Zig Mangaka flexible water-based, what kind of? Okay, so it's like a little brush tip. Just looking this up really quickly, all of these colors are brand new, like the newer set that they released, except for the turquoise green deep. So I believe that is this one. Every other one of these colors are colors that came in the new 12 set. And funny enough, they're not repeats. So Art Snacks box a while back, I got the natural beige and the Indian red, which were also 2 new colors. So now I have 7 of the 12. I honestly should just try to piece them together individually now. I really love Kaatydid Gansai Tambi watercolors. And I'm really excited about this set, and specifically this blue. This blue is absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's lid it for now and then get the last item in the box. So this is a Sketchbox signature. From what I understand, they curated it from a small company in Italy. It is a watercolor pad, 140 pounds, cold press. It is 6x6. And does it have like a company name? It's just Sketchbox. So here, can you see the texture? Here's a look at that lovely texture. We're going to be swatching it out on these. Well, now that I can look, it does not say what company it is from. But yeah, so all of these colors, as far as I know, are not different across the boxes. They also have a price breakdown, which I will put here. And I will also find the other items here that I can find. The Sketchbox signature items, of course, will not be able to be in that. So I will have to price them as they have here. So what do I think? Well, I think I need to swatch them out before I can think anything in specific, in particular. But just giving it a gander, do I think it's worth $70? You know, I've gotten much worse boxes for more money. Art Snacks. Sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. I love Art Snacks. I unbox them all the time. I just feel like they're supposed to be like the top of the line, and a lot of times their really expensive boxes fall short of the bar. This is a lot of pins, but I am excited about a lot of the holiday-y items. So we've got our like gold and silver, we've got copper, I got a Copic that I don't have. We've got our chrome colors, we've got a custom curated set, which I think is super cool, and a custom curated watercolor pad, which again I think is amazing. So overall impressions, I'm not upset about this box. I like this box. I'm glad I paid for it. After swatching it, I may have a different opinion. I am not very fond of Higgins inks, but I have not used them in a very long time, so I can cut them some slack here. So we're going to swatch out the items, and then we're going to go from there. I'm going to make a piece, of course, and we're going to figure out what's going on with these art supplies and how I feel about the box. I'll talk about that in the illustration. All right, let's get to swatching. I'm going to do it on the paper that they provided, and we're going to start out with this pencil here. So this, the Koh-i-Noor Technograph pencil. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too big of a fan of pencils like these because I like mechanical pencils, and if you, yeah, that happens. If you just like click it down, So I'm not a huge fan of these pencils just for that fact, but they are cool and it's nice that they're thick-leaded. I'm heavy-handed, so it's always nice to have something that's going to stand up to me and my heavy hand. I'm going to do a little bit of a hardness test over here, and then we're just going to draw a cute little squid and shade it in. Alright, next up, what are we going to do next? Let's see, go ahead and do the Koh-i-Noor, the hard mutt. It's called a polycolor. Maybe it's just this paper, but I really don't like this pencil. It's got a very hard lead. We also have this one in white, but I can't very well swatch white out, so we're just gonna forego that. Alright, next up in the pen family, we've got the Faber Castell markers. We have one in gold. And then we have another one in silver. Yay! Then, speaking of shiny things, we have the Molotow Liquid Chrome. Again, this is the one that's not open. I'm going to be using my own. It's the same effect. The nib on the one that came in the box is just bigger. So, the difference with the Molotow Liquid Chrome marker on porous and non-porous surfaces is actually pretty cool. So, camera... It's really, you can't even see it, but it's really shiny on porous surfaces. But as soon as you put it on something like, I don't know, like this tin right here, it becomes like really highly reflective. Hold on. I don't even know if the camera's going to be able to pick up how reflective it is. Probably not, but it becomes almost like a mirror. It's really nice and shiny, so this is very versatile. So the next item is the Copic Ciao. And this one is in E18, I think. I didn't even check, but yes, E18. And then we have a nice sweet brush tip. We've got a chisel tip. The second marker we've got is a Sketchbox marker. And this one is in, I think, a praline color. Let's see. It is E17 praline. I was correct. But anyway, we've got the chisel. Oh, that was terrible. There we go. We got the chisel. That's totally my fault. Then we have the brush. Ooh, it's a little softer than I was expecting. Whoa, what? Excuse me? I don't think you're supposed to look like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I think this could be easily scraped off. It just feels, ooh, gross. It's like squishy. You can like squish it. I feel like they've had these markers for a while. Because typically like brown markers tend to get all gunky. Even Copics are like that. Anyway, that's gross, but it's a very pretty color, so we're gonna give it a pass. Then we have got the Marabou Aqua, yeah, what's it called? Yeah, whatever, Marabou Aqua thing. And it is in aqua, which is funny. However, this is supposed to be a water-based marker, but most of the time, I am not able to get good water effects with markers on papers. So, we're gonna test it out. I've already got a brush that's already wet, which also came in this. I don't know if you know that, but you probably saw it early on the unboxing. It's been a while since I've done the unboxing. Leave me alone. And then we're gonna use the brush tip because it's gonna give us the most ink. And then we're just gonna like immediately pull. Yeah, I didn't have high hopes. That's okay. That is okay. Another thing you can try is wetting the paper first. I about put the cap on the paintbrush and then using this. Can you move it that way? It moves a little more if you start with water. However, the one thing you have to be careful about is the tip of this will tear up the paper, so you gotta be careful. But anyway, it is a very lovely color. Alright, before we get to the watercolors, the last thing on here is the Higgins Copper. And I tried to find this everywhere online, and I don't know if this is like a Sketchbox exclusive or what. So I'm just gonna do a couple drops here. And I'm not gonna lie, I've tested this out already. And it is super, super, super pretty. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that shine. It's also wet, so it doesn't help. Camera, here you focus on the paintbrush. But like, look at that. Here. Anyway, it's super gorgeous. Take my word for it. The last things we're going to swatch out are the watercolors. And I will also use that Mangaka Flex. I kind of forgot about it. So first off, we have this rose beige color. I have noticed the ones that are mixed with white, you can't see them because I'm super zoomed in, but the ones on this side mixed with white are a little bit more thick and harder to not harder to re-wet, that's probably not what I'm looking for. They just take a little bit more to get going. Then we've got the maroon color. Then I believe this one's called Horizon Blue. I have no idea what this one is. I have no idea what this one, I think it's a blue-green. Well, that's certainly not blue-green. Then we've got the gray. And then lastly, this one must be the blue-green because it is the last one in here. It is indeedy. I'm not gonna lie, these colors are gorgeous. But anyway, here is a look at the Holiday 2020 Sketchbox. And you know what, at face value, I feel like I got my money's worth. This is the first, like, big box that I've paid for that I feel like, okay, $70, I got this. And I like it. I'm glad I got it. And I already kind of know what I want to paint with this, so I'm very excited to share it with you. So let's get into it. So we started off here and we ended up here, and I'm very excited. So let us go ahead and just kind of pop in some lines. I'm gonna leave the background lineless, but I want to go ahead and put some lines on her. I'm gonna use the Kaatydid Mangaka here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some lines in. This, I use the Technograph to sketch, and it is very smudgy. That's one thing I don't care too much about, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and line this, just so I can get rid of that pencil, because I do not like a smudgy pencil. I usually use like a a pencil with like a hardness of like 2H to 4H. And I don't, this one does not say what size it is or hardness it is, but I don't care for it too much. So I'm just going to outline, and I'm not going to outline everything. I do like the randomness of watercolor and having to kind of flush that out a little bit. So I think I'm just going to outline some of the main parts, like her eyes, and then we may go in with a wash of watercolor, and then we'll go from there. I am really excited about the Kaatydid watercolors, and I'm even more excited because all but one of them were colors I did not have, so that is always exciting, especially when you own most of the set. You always expect to get a duplicate, or at least I do. Alright, actually I think I'm just going to do the eyes. And I am going to use, I need a palette. I'm going to be using this like beigey color for her skin here. And I'm going to mix quite a bit of that up because I'm not going to be just using it for her skin. I'll also be using it for the baked goods. And I'm going to add a little touch of maroon in here just to warm it up a little bit. And now it's pink, so that's nice. We'll add a touch of this Horizon Blue just to cool it down. And there we go. I'm going to use this paper right here as a little swatch just to make sure it's a nice color, which it is. It's nice and light and transparent, which is what I want. So I'm going to not go on the face first, just because I do want to give that some time to dry. And I'm just going to start painting my first layers. I think I'm going to start with base layers just because this is a bit of a detailed piece and I want to go ahead and get most of my layers down first. That's just something I like to do. And you may know that if you've seen any of my videos. And if you haven't, welcome. Random time to be starting out saying welcome. But if you have not seen any of my other videos, welcome. I am Katie and I do art videos. The one unfortunate part about this paper is my fault, and that is the fact that I have erased a lot on this paper already. I don't know, this paper reminds me of Fluid 100 watercolor paper, and for no particular reason, it just reminds me of it for some reason. I don't know, it's weird. And she looks really strange without her face covered, but I just don't want to make that bleed. So we're just gonna go from there. Alright, we're gonna pop in some of this maroon. The main colors of this piece are going to be this beige and pink, red, whatever you want to call it. However, I'm going to be popping in some of the other colors as little accents, but I want to go ahead and get some of these colors in. So this little heart right here is going to be red. And a lot of this piece I don't have a color plan for. So don't mind me if I seem like I have no idea what I'm doing, because chances are that is exactly what's going on. Some of these bits I do know what colors I want them to be, but some of them I don't. So we're just kind of winging it. As you know, that is what we do best here. And these paints seem to dry relatively fast. So I'm not really running into any bleedy mixes, which is nice. And then I'm going to color these little neck straps up here. Oh no! Our first bleed. That's what I get for being impatient. That's okay though. And then I'm gonna make her bottoms here this... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make them this horizon blue color, because I kind of want them to look like denim. Even though this is definitely not a denim color, we'll just pretend it's like a light denim. I was going to do this skirt red, and I am suddenly glad I did not, because this blue is super pretty. Alright, she's got a little bow in her hair, and I'm also wanting this to be like a pinky color. I'm also noticing I'm pretty much only using this chisel brush. Not really sure why. I just don't feel like grabbing another one, I guess. I think I might switch over to that water brush soon. So now I've got the water brush, and I'm going to be painting the top of this little pie. And the tops of these other little pies. There's some little tiny pies back here. And I'm just going to paint them this like tan color. I may go over them with a little bit more of a saturated color, just because her skin is quite desaturated. And same with this batter here. I've got like an eraser shaving in there. Alright. And then I think that the skin should be dry enough. The eye should be dry enough to go over, and let's hope I am not incorrect, because that'll be rather unfortunate. I'm just going to go over the entirety of the face, and it's okay if it gets in the hair as well, because I'll be going over it with possibly a more opaque color, so I'm not too worried. I really wanted her hair to be brown, but I don't really have too many colors that I could mix a good brown with. Oh wait, well that was dumb. We can certainly do brown, because apparently I think I only have watercolors. But I don't. I have a slew of browns. So I'm going to be using both of these markers for the hair. Except I'm going to wait for the hair to dry, so I will have to come back to that. That was silly of me. Anyway, I'm going to mix a bit of this gray with this maroon color just to get kind of a pinky gray. because I want it to be for the apron here, but I don't want the apron to just kind of like be a, I don't know, I don't want it to be like stark gray. I want it to be like a fun pinky gray. And I'm pretty much going to just add shadow. For this piece, I'm not blending, and Katie is not blending. I know every time I say that, I end up blending, so I'm not blending. We're just gonna do cell shade. And then maybe, you know what, maybe we'll color her shirt blue too. Maybe it's like a little dress. I was gonna do a little skirt, but I think a dress would be super cute. So, even though you won't be able to see it, but it's cute to imagine her wearing like this really pretty like light blue dress underneath. I don't know, it makes me happy, and so we're doing it. I don't know, I'm really excited about this theme because, I don't know, I don't even have a good reason. Like, I feel like this theme should have been saved for Valentine's Day, but I don't even care because I'm just having a good time. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to have a good time. The one thing that can kind of get annoying about these colors that are mixed with white, so they're really like opaque colors, so you know, the beige and the gray and the blue, are the fact that they get really, like, sticky is not the word I'm looking for, but it's the word that comes to mind. They get very thick really fast, and I think it might be because they're mixed with white. Oh my gosh, that blue dress just sends it into hyperdrive. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now that we have some base layers established on her, again, outside of the hair, because I'm going to color that in with these. For some reason, I keep forgetting that I have the other colors. Like, I'm still forgetting that. That's okay, though. I'm going to, try to think, what am I going to do? I want to do like a background wash just to kind of like push the background back a little bit. So I think I might mix some colors to do that. And I have no idea what colors I want the cabinets. Honestly, I was thinking about using this like skin tone color just to push everything back and make it warm. But I guess I could just do like a pinky color, like a, mix a little bit of blue in with it, maybe even like a purpley color to push it back a little. I don't know, what's my swatches say? It's a really pretty dusty lilac color. I think I might use that just to kind of push everything back. And I'm hoping this was not a mistake because I'm just going in for it. If anything needs to be pushed back to white though, I can always like bring out a gel pen or something. So the nice thing about watercolors being included in this box though is it's really easy just to use them to get a lot of color somewhere fast. Plus, you know, watercolors are just amazing anyway. I feel like this is a super thirsty paper. I feel like I have to like really get it in there to make it go anywhere. Alright, now that that background is pushed back a little bit, I really like it. I'm glad I decided to do it. I think it'll bring her some more center as well, so that's always nice. Funny enough, I'm missing a little bit of a skin part right here, and I don't have the skin color anymore, so we're gonna hope that works. Alright, now that everything is literally touching the background, I'm gonna have to let it dry. I'm gonna have to let it dry and then come back. Alright, time to lay down some base layers on the hair here. I'm gonna be using the Sketchbox marker just to lay in the base layers, and then I'm gonna come in with the Copic marker to add shading. And I say shading, but I don't mean just regular old shading. No, I mean cell shading because Katie's stuck on with cell shading. Dang it. At least I hope so. But yeah, I feel like this cutie just would look the best with some brown hair. I feel like it's traditional. Not traditional. I mean, I guess having brown hair is not traditional. I don't know. I feel like it just suits her. I don't know how to explain that without offending someone. I just feel like she needs brown hair. She's a baker and she needs brown hair. But anyway, I suppose I don't need to justify it. I just like brown hair. I have brown hair and I like brown hair. And this praline color is actually a really pretty color. This would be perfect for mixing with the pies. It would be perfect for layering over the pies. So it's good to remember. But even though this marker is a little crusty, it doesn't affect the marker itself at all. So it's just ugly. That's about it. It's just ugly. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pop in these eyebrows. I feel like she should also have brown eyes, but I'll wait to get to the eyes until we've done a little bit more. Alright, I will be shading the hair, but I'm gonna wait because, like I said, I just want to get base layers in first. Another color I'd really like to paint really quick is this other strap right here, because last time it bled into the neck, so I had to stop. And I'm gonna put little hearts with some white gel pen. And actually, I don't know why I rinsed off my brush, because I'm also going to make these little frillies right here. Ah, this apron's so cute. I want one. I'm sure they make something similar. I'm gonna darken up this bow a little bit as well. I want it to be... I thought pink was gonna be the color I wanted, but I actually would rather it be red. It just kind of ties into her outfit a little more. And then since we're here, might as well go ahead and color in these lips. I'm going to make the top lip darker than the bottom lip. So for that, I'm just going to rinse my brush off and then just pull the pigment down. Ah, she's like a classic lady. I don't know. I think she's cute. Ooh. Okay, so we have a lot of colors we can still use. I'm using a lot of like browns and reds and blues, and I should probably do something else. So I am going to make all of these little pans back here and up here silver, because they're pie pans and they're gonna be silver. I'm glad this is the biggest pie pan I have here, because it would take forever to color the rest of these if they were all huge. Alright, actually, you know what? I may just make this one the shiny one because she's holding it, and then I think I might make all the other ones just gray. I also need to figure out how to tie the gold and the chrome in, but I'll get to that later. Also, apologies if you can hear my dog snoring. She is really loud. Okay, so I'm going to darken up this lilac-y color here. What color should I use for that? I'll probably just go ahead and go in with the blue to darken it up. And I'm going to use this for the shadows on some of the areas. So like right here, I think I want this cabinet to be in shadow. Yeah, this is a very thirsty paper. It's another reason why it reminds me of the Fluid 100. It's a good paper, like the Fluid 100, but it's not my favorite. Alright, and then to go along with that, I'm going to go ahead and color this little top of the shelf up here as well. And then most of the cabinets back here, I'm going to actually, probably all of them, I'm going to darken up because they are in the background. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the cabinets, and I'm going to, I don't know, I think I'm going to lighten the cabinets a little bit. I don't want them to be as dark as the, and by cabinets I mean the upper cabinets. I don't want them to be as dark. And then the wall back there, I don't know. I keep telling myself, like in my head, that I'm going to make them darker than the cabinets down here, the bottom cabinets, but I really don't know. I need to see how this dries first, because I don't know if I want to continue using this specific color or if I want to use a different color. It's a nice shadow tone, though. I really do enjoy it for adding these colors, like these darker areas. It's been really nice to kind of help push them back a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going with that yet, but we'll do a little bit of shading right here, I can tell you that. And I think I'm also going to do this as the floor color, because it's not as dark, again, as the cabinet bottoms, but it works, because the floor, I would imagine, wouldn't be as dark either. And I suppose we could go ahead and do the countertops. Again, except for the stove. I'm going to make the stove a different color, so I'm not even worried about that. Should I go ahead and do these countertops too? Well, we know at least some of this stuff will be in shadow, if anything else. I think I'll leave those light, but we'll just go ahead and shade them. I'm going to make this cake back here red as well, just to put some of that red in the background. And then I'm going to pull out some of this gray here. And then I'm going to use a little blue to darken it. I'm essentially making a Payne's gray, but I want it to be more gray than blue. And let's see, where could I put this? So I can put it on the little baking pans back here. I'm just going to be kind of loose with it. The little faucet, the sink. I'm going to darken that sink up a little bit though. Here, let's grab some more blue. Actually, let's just use a straight blue for the sink. That works. And we'll use this mix for the range up here. This like little area right above the stove, oven, whatever you want to call it. I feel like this whole background is very gray though. I wanted it to be pastel, but here we are. Could make the stove this color too. Alright, I'm gonna color up these little pans here real quick. And then I think that icing is going to be red, so I'm just going to kind of paint this icing in here real quick. I don't know, I kind of want these cake pans blue. Or pie pans, I guess. And I'll make this bowl blue too. I like that the more opaque colors, I'll just make like all her little utensils this like bluey color. Okie doke. Honestly, it's not looking bad. I can fine tune everything pretty much with markers and stuff. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to make her eyes brown or if I want to make them blue. I do know, however, that there are going to be some supplies that I don't end up using, and that's okay. I mean, I didn't expect to use every supply, so there are a lot of art supplies here. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we are going to, actually, you know what, I don't have to let this dry to do what I want to do next. I'm going to shade the skin. This is where I usually get myself in trouble. Whenever I'm like, oh, I'm cell shading, and then I don't cell shade. So we're cell shading. This is like a gouache. Okie doke, I'm gonna work on that hair a little bit while we wait for the other stuff to dry. Honestly, I'm just gonna feather this hair, I think. This piece is gonna look so good when it's done. I'm really excited. I think her hair is probably gonna be the most detailed thing here. I think I'm gonna do those blue eyes, but we're gonna do a twist on the blue eyes. I think I'm gonna use this like minty green color, and then I'm gonna darken it up with the watercolor. So it gives me the Marabou without having to put it anywhere else. And it's a really pretty color, so I'm not even upset about that. And then I'm gonna use this like praline color here for the little spoon that's in this mix of whatever's over here. I'm also gonna use this praline color to just kind of darken up some spots on this pie. And then yeah, honestly, I might go ahead and call this done. Well, done. I still have to do the line art and stuff. But I think, well, I'll do a little bit of line art here on camera, but I'm not going to do all of it here on camera, just because it will take a while. The nice thing about doing the line art last is any mistakes you made in coloring, you can kind of hide it with doing the line art last, because you can do the line art. You basically don't go outside the lines, and that's why I really, really like doing line art last. Also, yes, I realize she looks kind of toothless. Like I said, I'll add some teeth in a minute. Whenever I'm done with the line art, I'll do the gel pen and all that fun stuff. Alright, her hair is finished. I'm going to come back with the rest of the line art already done, and we'll work on that gel pen. I finished the line art, and now I'm going to work on some gel pen. This is what really ties the whole piece together, I feel like. Whenever you just like add those pops of white, in my opinion, it really just pulls everything together. And maybe it's just because I add too much gel pen. Alright, those are going to be her teeth. Ah, she looks so much cuter with teeth. But I really just, I kind of go crazy with the gel pen, but I just love it. I feel like it's not finished until I've gone a little crazy with the gel pen. Alright, I wanted to add some little like smokes to like show that the pie is steaming. I'm not going to do too much in the way of gel pen, to be honest. I think I might just leave it at that because I want the background to stay the way it is. I'm going to add a little bit of gel pen here to the flower just to make that pop out because I want the flower to be white. So I really like the way this looks, and I'm pretty... Oh yeah, I was going to add little stars, or not stars, little heart buttons. Right there. Oh, they're so cute. And you know what? I think the hair is shiny enough. I don't think it needs any shines. And to make this apron a little true to the sticker sheet, I'm going to add a little bit of white to the bottom of the heart because it's kind of lacy in the sticker sheet, but you can't see the bottom of it, so it's okay. But anyway, yeah, here is the final piece. Honestly, it came out a lot better than I was expecting it to. But I'm okay with that. I love it, and I'm super happy with it. Patrons, you'll be getting a print of it this month, so look forward to that. All right. I love you all so incredibly much. I hope you are safe wherever you are. I hope you're healthy wherever you are, or at least trying to do both of those as much as you can. I hope that you're having a squidoodly awesome day. And until the next video, I love you all so much. Toodaloo!